Hey, hi everyone. Today we are going to discuss about use context hook. So the usage of this use context hook you already know because you watched my previous video prop drilling. Okay. If you don't know about the use case of this use context, please just watch my previous video prop drilling. Then again come back to this use context video, so you will get some idea about why we are using this use context. So what I'll do, you already know, right? But just let me write the definition of use effect. Sorry, use context. Otherwise, it is difficult for you to give theoretical definition in front of interview. So let me go with use context. So you already know this. It is one of the, what is it? React hook. Okay, it is one of the React hook. So why we are using this concept? uh, just in a shortcut where we can say as to avoid prop drilling concept. Okay, but again the prop drilling definition we have to include, right? That already I told in previous video. So let me write the complete definition here. So this use context is especially allows us to share data across multiple components without passing, I'm telling, without passing props manually at every level. Okay, that is nothing but prop drilling. So to avoid prop drilling concept, we are coming to this use context. So let me write the definition. It allows us to share data, right? So share data across multiple components with or without, right? So without passing props manually at every level. So this is nothing but, if you are passing values at every level, that is nothing but prop drilling. Okay. So in a short way, if you want to tell to the interview, just tell to avoid prop drilling concept. So the next question, interviewer will ask what is prop drilling. So that time just tell we are passing, like we are sharing the data across multiple components with like manually, with we are passing props at every level. Okay, that is the prop drilling. Now let me go with the use cases here. Use cases, like first example, let me take the use case, like theme. So let me take the theme example. Suppose in the browser, if if the theme is in a dark dark color, so we can change that to the light color, right? Even in our mobile also we have dark as well as light mode. So that is nothing but the theme. So in the theme cases we can use this use context. And one more thing is like authentication. Like let's say login page, we have authentication tokens. Okay, let's say like login page is there, some, like if the user is logged already into the login page, so we will not going to show about the login page directly, we will show forward pages. But if user coming for the first time to the website, for them we will show them uh, like what is it, user details. So in that scenario also we can use. And one more thing is cart data. Okay, in shopping websites we have cart, right? So that cart data also we can use. And one more thing is logged user. We can check like whether the person is logged into the website or not. Okay, that is also we can check. Okay, now these are all the use cases. So in this video I'll show for you only these two. One is the theme as well as one is the authentication details. So what I'll do, let me run first program. So I already did. So let me show that examples for you before we'll do practically. Okay. Now, if you observe here, so what it is showing, the present browser color is light color. So if I'll submit, now it is converting to the dark color. Means we are changing the theme of this browser, right? So this is possible with the help of use context. Okay, that will do practical here today. And one more thing I want to show for you. Let's say, suppose for example, login page. Okay, I'm the user. Okay, for the first time I'm visiting this page. There is no login credentials for me. So what I'll do, I'll log in with my like username as well as for the password. Okay, now after login, it is going to the user details with the name and logout button. If I log out again, it will come to the login page. Okay, which means what, if user is login, then if user is login, then I'll go to the uh, next page. Okay, I'll go to the next page. If user is logged out, then I'll come to the what is it, login page. So this I want to show for you, just the basic usage of context I did, not the complete process. So for that one, what I'll do, let me create first one folder inside the components. Okay, now here I'll create one folder, that is use context problems. Okay, and inside here, so first what I want, dark as well as for the light, right? So for that one, let me create one file. So the file name I'll take like this, theme.jsx. So inside here, just I'll create component, take const theme arrow function, and let's say go with the default export of the theme. Okay, now here what I'll do, I'll take like h1 tag, and just I'll write one statement, welcome to theme concept with use context hook. Okay, now after that, what I want here, already I shown to you one button I want, right? So let me create the button. So button name is, let me write here, change theme. Okay, now after the change theme, let me write here one more h1 tag. Okay, with, okay, the theme color. Okay, the theme color is, so as of now I'm giving static data. So let me use as light. So why it is showing error? Multiple elements we cannot return without the parent. So I'll use fragments here. Okay, done. Then after that, okay. Now what I want, I need to wrap this inside the parent, right? So let me create here one parent, that is app context. You can give any name. Okay, and inside context, let me write here one function. So what is the function? App context return. Just export this function. So export default. What I want to export? App context. So here I want to wrap my theme. So theme component, right? So let me use here what I given name, theme only. So take here import theme and let's call this theme. Okay, done. Now after calling, I need to import it into the app.jsx, right? So I already use app context. Then what I'll do, I'll use one. Let me take one. Inside the app.jsx, just go with import of app context one and call it here app context one. Okay. Now after that, just go to here. See, check. Now what is it? It is giving welcome to theme concept with use context to change theme as well as the theme color is light. Okay. Now after the change theme based on the button clicking, then we need to change the color. So now for that one, what I want here, I want to create one context, right? So to create context, what I do is, huh, where is that? Okay, this folder, right? So here I'll create one context. So how to create? I'm thinking like, what name should I give for this one? Uh, Let me give context theme. Okay. Now what is that? Context theme dot j6. So here what we do is host will create the context. Actually here two things we have. One is the provider and one more thing is the consumer. Okay. Now provider will provide the values as a props to the component and consumer will consume the value whichever the provider is providing. Okay. Now for that one we have uh, two things. One is the create context and one more thing is use context. So first I need to create the context, right? So I'm using create context. So this create context, uh, this create component I mean function which is already predefined component which is present inside the context, use context. So um, now let me call that function create context. Now after that constant. So what I want to do is here theme. Let me take the theme context. Okay. Now I imported this create context means I created one context and this context, okay, having one default value, but I'm not using the default value. If you want you can use the default value also. Now what I'll do is I'll export this function and next after that let me create the provider. So provider need to provide the value. What value we need to provide in this program? Either dark or either light. So to change either the dark or light we need to store that value inside one state, right? So for that one what I'll do is I'll take here const. I'll create one provider here. So that provider is nothing but theme switcher provider or theme provider. Anything is fine. So let me take theme provider. I'm creating one provider. Okay, now for this theme provider, I'll pass my components as children to it. So let me take it as children. Okay, now after that what we need to do is here, so we need to wrap what is it all our child, like children components into the uh, like theme context of the provider. So how to do that one? Theme context dot provider, and inside it we are wrapping our child element. Okay, now here inside this we need to provide the values, right? So here I'm passing values. Okay, now what it will do is, so this component providing, we are wrapping with the provider to the children's. Okay, now it will pass the value. So where we want to use this value, let's say assume this theme. So inside the theme I need to create like use context. Based on the context I need to take this value. Okay, I need to take the value. So based on the value I can use inside the theme. Okay, now let me first create one state here. So const uh, state I'll take like theme and set the theme, and after that use state. So the default value here I'll take like light. Okay, my default value is light. Okay, now here what I want to pass, theme. Okay, now I passed value as theme. So let me go to the app context. So here inside the app context, what I'm wrapping my children. So these children we need to pass to this theme provider, right? Because theme provider taking children, so this we need to wrap it inside the app.context, or else it will not work our program. So theme provider, I think here exporting is not yet done, right? So let me give the export is external export. Okay, now theme provider. So we need to wrap here our children like elements to the theme provider. Okay, now after wrapping into this theme provider, what it will do is it will take this theme provider, this theme as a children. Okay, so here it is taking this theme provider, this theme component as a children to this. So for that children we are passing values. So here not only the one children, we can pass multiple childrens to this theme provider. Okay, now as of now we provided one value to this child, what is the child component. So how to use it, already I said. In the use context we have two things, one is create context and one more thing is use context. Create context we are using to create the context, and based on that create context we are with the help of provider we are providing value. Okay, we are providing value. Now here with the help of use context, what we do is we'll use the values. So let me use that value. So how to use that value? Here use context will expect the what is it create context object. So see, if you observe here, what is that? It accepts a context object. What is that context object? The value which is written from the create context. So whatever the create context here returning the value, that value it is expecting inside this parameter. So what is that? Theme theme context, right? So if you go to that theme context, yes, it is going to this component. So now here, if you observe this theme concept, so what it is doing, with the help of provider, it is providing one value. What is the value? Theme, right? So I need to take that three theme value here. Okay, now after taking the theme, instead of the light, what I will do is I'll wrap with this theme value. Okay, now just go to browser, go to inspect, and check in the console what error it is giving. uh, Nothing it is giving, right? Let me console it first. Console dot log of theme. Where we did mistake, use context. Okay. We are not returning this one, right? So we forgot to write here return statement. Okay, let me check again. Yes. So now if you observe here, it is giving in the console light, as well as here it is giving light. Okay. Uh yes. So no need to this console statement now. So now here it is showing value as light. But what I want is here, so when the user clicking this, what is the change theme? Now I need to change my light to dark. So how to do that condition here? Just go to context theme. Now here I'll create one function. So what is that function name? Change theme. Okay. Now for this change theme, what I'll do is I'll take theme. So theme, if theme is equals to light. Okay. If theme, if theme is equals to light, so that time, if it is in a light stage, what we need to change? I'm using optional parameter here. I need to change this to dark color. If it is in a dark stage, what I want to do, again I need to change it to the light color, right? So let me take it as light. Okay. Now after changing this, what we need to do, we need to store inside one variable, right? So what is that? Update the theme. Now after the update theme, how to update it? Actually, the updated theme is stored inside this variable, but here if you want to change light with the dark or dark with the light inside this use state, so to change, what we need to use? Set theme method, right? So inside the set theme method, just use update theme. Now it's updated, but this function we need to pass to the theme as a children. So here we need to use this function as a on click process, right? So we need to pass this as like a children. Okay, now pass it like a children and use it here. And after that, just call here on click equals to function name. So what is the function name? We have change thing. Okay, now just go to here. Let's say present, it is showing light. Okay, now after that, just press change theme. Now it is giving dark. Again if I'll press light, dark, light, dark, now it is changing color. But based on this color, i I want to target my body color, right? So how to target that body color? Let's say when I want this body color is like after the component, this component is loading into browser. Okay, now for that one, what I'll do is I'll use effect. So based on the theme, I need to change my body color. So dependency array is mandatory for the color, based on the color. So theme, and after that, how to take the body, like document dot, I'm using body dot style I want to apply. So what style I want to apply here? Background color to body. Go to here, background color. So if, how to apply it, look at, if my theme, okay, if my theme color is in a light stage, so in the optional parameter, I want to apply color is white. Okay, now white color I want to use. If it is not, then I want to use uh, dark color, which means black color, right? So let me use as black. Just go to here and observe. Present, it is showing default value as light. Okay, just click on it. Now it is converting to the black color, but text is also black, right? So it is not showing the color properly. So I'll give opposite colors to my uh, text color. So if it is text, I'll take, if it is in a light stage, then I want to give here black color. Opposite colors I'm giving. Okay. Now just go to here. See, if you observe, if I'm changing the theme, if it is in a dark color and text should be white color. If it is in a white color and text should be uh, what is it? Black color. So this is the program related to our what is it? Theme concept. Okay. And one more program I said for you. Let, what is it? User authentication, right? So let me create user authentication program. So before going to that, let me show you how the structure should be. Okay. Now just I want to create this simple page, login page, username as well as password. So let's say user entered their name as well as password. Here I'm not giving any pattern conditions and all those things. Just I used name as well as password. If I'll click, then user going to the user details. Again log out, it is coming to the login page. So this type of what is that, authentication, let me do here. So what I'll do, I'll create one more folder, it is easy for you. So that folder is like authentication. Okay, now inside here, let me create here login page, login page dot j6, and one more I want, one more page, what is it, user detail page, right? User details dot j6. Okay, now let me create login page here. So let's uh, create here one function with the login, login page, take here export default login page. So first what I want is here, I'll take one heading. Okay, so that is nothing but login page. Okay. Now after the login page, what I want? Two inputs, right? So let me take here two inputs with one button. So take it as button and button name is login. Okay. Uh, Fine. So I want to call this function, right? So to call the function again, we need to create one parent, right? So to create the parent, what I will do is, uh, let me create here one more file. So that is app content. Okay. Now app content dot j6. So here let me create the function. So function name is app content, and just export this function default app content. Okay. Now just call the function here. What is that function? Login page, right? Okay. Login page. Okay. Now, if you observe the previous video, now what I did for, I wrapped my theme provided with the children's, right? So again here I want to wrap this component with my what is it authenticator provider. So to do that one again, I'll create one more file, that is app login dot j6. So here just create one function, that is app login, or else we'll do one thing. As of now, just call this function app content function, just call into this app.jsx, import. So what we given, app content, right? And call here app content. Okay. Now just refresh it and go to here. Yes. Now it is showing login page with the two input boxes and login. I want placeholders for these two input boxes. So what I'll do is just take here placeholder, and inside the placeholder go with enter name, as well as placeholder equals to enter password. But here I don't want text, I want here password. So change, type it to password. Fine. So yes, it is giving password and it is giving text. Okay. But inline format we have. So I don't want to use CSS here. So just I'll use break tag. Okay. Still I want one more space. Then use again two break tags. Yes. Okay. Now it is looking good. Now after that, what I want again, user details, right? So just go to user details and create function here. So what is the function name? User details function, return, and inside the return. Okay. Now go with one heading, that is user details, and later on just I want to give the person name, right? So just I'll use here, after login we need to take that person name. So username is, as of now, just I'm using static data. And after that, one more button we require here. So the button name is logout. Okay, now let's go to here. Sorry, we need to export this function, right? How it will show. So export default user details. So just use this into app content. So import user details. Then let's take here user details. Wrap it into the empty fragments. Okay, fine. Now, if you observe here, it is giving one component, login page component, and this is logout page component. User details. To change this static data with the dynamic data, let's say here I entered the name Rani. Then after login, I need to take this name and we need to give it here in the logout page. Okay. Now, how to do that one? With the help of creation of context, right? So for that one, what I'll do is I'll create one file. So the file name, let me take it as AuthContext dot jsx. So here first what we need to do, we need to create one context, right? So just create context. So after creating context, we need to pass the object. So how to pass it? Let me take first create context, and this create context we need to pass it, right? uh, so how to pass it? Just go with here I'll use auth context and let me export it. Okay, now yes, up to this it's fine, but for what we need here, just look it. Okay, now just look at this browser. Now if you want, if I want to update the data through the create context to this username, first what I want to do, I want to take this name as well as password. So to take this name and password, and again user may change this value, it is not the fixed value. So what we need to do, we need to maintain the state, right? So where we need to maintain uh, at the login page, or else we can maintain that at the global level. So I'll maintain at global level inside the auth context itself, like same like the previous program. How we created one provider, same here also we are creating. Here I'll create with the name, call it as auth provider. Okay. For this auth provider, what I'll do is I'll pass my children. So what is children? Login page is my children, and one more thing is um, logout page, right? So means user details page. So both is coming like a children's to this. So let me take it as a children. Okay. Now after the children, what we need to do? We need to wrap our children's into the provider. Okay, with the provider context provider. So for that context provider, we are passing values to our children component. So how to do that one? Context dot provider, and inside it we need to wrap our children's. So for this provider, we are passing values. Okay, we are passing values to these children. So children can consume the uh, value. Okay, children can consume this value. So based on the value, they can utilize or they can update it. Okay, now here the first task is we need to take the value from these two input boxes. So for that one, I need to maintain two states here. So let me create the states, and first state is username, and second thing is set username. Okay, so maintain the user state with the value. So default value, I'll take it as empty. And same like this, again I need to create one more state, that is nothing but password and set password. So just to use here, use state, okay, with the state values. Fine. Now after that, what we need to do? I need to pass this values as a children props to my children. So username, password, and set password as well as set username. So these four I'm passing as props to my children, right? So just go to the login page and I want to utilize that in my login page. So how to utilize it? Based on the use context, right? So inside the use context, we need to wrap, like we need to take it, it accepts the context object. So what context object here? So what is the context object? Auth context. So just take this auth context and wrap it here where it is going. It is going to the this current page. Okay. Uh, Login page. Okay. Now after that, what we'll do is we'll take here values. So what I given, let me use the values. Okay, just I'll copy all this. Okay. Now here value equals to, what is the value? Username, as well as here also value is, sorry, value equals to, what is that? Password. Okay. Now after this, how to set the values to this one based on the on change, right? So let me take here on change. So if you observe here, let me console it. So okay. Now just refresh it and go to browser. Some error it is showing. What is that? Cannot destructure the property username. Mm, Login page. If number, line number 5. By check here. Okay. Array are still not yet wrapped this auth provided to our children's, right? So how it will give? Just export it. Still we are not yet used to this function only. Component only. So just go with the auth provider. So where we want to use it? Here, right? So um, just wrap here with the auth provider. Once check again. Yes. Okay. Now it is giving. Let's say, suppose I entered one name. Okay. Now after entering the name, okay, let me enter one name, but it is not giving because still not yet assigned value to it. Just if you check here, we have the uh, property call it as target, and what it is targeting to that first input box. If you open that, it is showing the value. So what is the value? As of now, it is giving empty value. Okay, because inside the user state, okay, inside the user state here we given value as empty. So now we need to change that value. So how to change that value? With the help of on change is possible, right? So now if you observe here, okay, now I need to change that name. How it is possible? With the help of set username. For the set username, I'm giving e dot target dot, what I want to do, update the value. Okay, now I updated value. Let's check here. If you check, see, now it is giving, it is updated value to my login page. And same like that, let me do this password thing also. So take it as on change. Okay, and inside the on change again, take set password, and inside the set password e dot target dot, and what is the property we have? Value. Okay, now let's go to here again, check. Yes. Okay. Now it is changing password as well as it is changing name. Okay. Now after that, what I want is, now this name. Okay. Whatever the value I'm entering. Now after clicking this login, I want to update it. Let's take another name. Suppose Rani. Okay. Now and I given password. If I click login, I want to change this Rani name to uh, this user details. Right. So how to update that value? So after clicking the login, we need to change it. So let me go to the auth context. What I'll do is, I'll create one function here. So what is the function? Login, right? So for the login function, what I want to do, I want to change the value. So how to change that value? Just look it. Um, just a minute. Okay, this value I need to take and I need to store inside one state, and that state I need to update it. Yes. So for that one, what we required here, we need to maintain one more state. So that state I'll take user and set user. Let's take here user state with the value. As of now, I'm taking value as null. Okay. Now after that, uh, I'll change the value with the help of set user, and inside the set user, what I want to change username. Okay. Now after changing, what I'll do, I'll pass this as like a login. Okay, I'll take this as a login. So if you go to here, it will come like a prop. So just I want to use this one, right? Just take this login and call it here. So if you click this button, then we are passing value, right? So if you go to the user detail, still we are not yet used that uh, what is it, context here. So let me use the context, use context, and after the use context, let's take use context. What I want to provide here, auth context, where it is going, it is not going. Okay, I think wrong thing is important. What I given here, auth context. Okay, so now check where it is going. Yes, it is going to correct component only. So auth context. So here what I want to use here, username, right? So now let me use user as well as set user. Okay. Uh, let me change this user with the username. Okay. Yes. Now check again. Now present it is showing as value none, null. So if I give name Roja, then after clicking login, okay, it is not giving. So why it is not giving? Login be given. We are not passing as a props, right? How it will give? Let me take as user and set user. Okay, let's check again. So here I'm giving Rani login, till it is not giving, right? So let me check it why it is not giving. So I given username and set user, then login not yet passed. Oh my god. Let me pass login. Oh, I used here but not yet passed as a prop. Let me check again. Yes. Now if you see here, it is giving value what is that, Rani. But here one more condition we have. Now what is that? Whenever we are showing this login page, I don't want to show this user details. Okay. When I want to use that after login, then only I want to redirect to this one. So again here what it is coming? Authentication, right? So how the authentication I'm doing here? If my user, okay, let me create here one function. So I'll take that function name as is user authenticated. Okay, user authenticated with their name as well as password. So let me target for the user. If my user value is not equals to the null. So if the user value is not null, which means what? User is logged. So what I want to do, I want to return value as true. Okay. If the user is not logged, then I want to return the value as false. Okay. So based on this condition, I want to render my pages. Okay. So I'm passing it as a props. Fine. So let me go to the context. So here I need to do that logic, right? Import use context. Then we need to take that value. So use as use context. And what I want to take here, auth context. Okay. From this one, what I want is authenticated or not. So this one I want. So I passed as a prop. Okay, let me use here. Fine. Um, okay, instead of providing both at a time, what I'll do is I'll take if user is authenticated, it will return as true. If it is a true, then I want to provide here user details page. Okay. If it is not the true case, means false case, then I want to provide my login page. So I wrapped auth provided and inside this one. So auth provider providing this value, right? So inside this authenticated, is it possible or not? Let me check. No. See, it is showing an error. Like the above error occurred in the app component. Why it is giving? Consider adding an error boundary to your tree is the customer error handling behavior. See, I'll tell why it is giving. Auth provider providing for us this what is it, a function as a prop. Okay, but we are using inside this auth provider, so it will not work. So for that one, what I'll do is uh, I'll create here like one more function. So the function name is auth, and inside here what I'll do, just I'll take this function here, then inside the return, just I'll wrap this con. Okay, just I'll wrap this line here. Fine. So instead of this one, what I want to do is just I need to call this function. So let me call this function here. Fine. Cannot structure the property is authenticated component. Let me call. Okay. Now if you see here, suppose I entered value and I given password, then it is redirecting to the another page. Okay. Now the next task is after clicking logout, again I want to take uh, to the login page. So how to do that one? Again we need to create here one more one more uh, what is that function, that is logout. So what is that function? Logout. And inside the logout, just I want to take back to the original position, right? So when I want to do, if my set user value is come to the initial value, right? So then only it will back to the original condition, right? So if user is not a null, we are we are showing like user details. If it is false, then again we need to back to the original position. So just pass this logout as a prop here, then where we want to use it inside the user details, right? So user details logout, when I want to do after on click, okay, after clicking my button, what I want to do, I want to call this function. Okay, now just go to here. Yes, so now I given one name Rani and password login. It is taking to the user details. Again logout, it is going to the login page. But if you observe, these values is not clearing, right? So just go to this function again, and just I need to update the value to the initial value. So what is that initial values? Empty strings. Then again here set password back to the initial values. Fine. Then again check. So login, then back to the original position. Yes. So these two are the problems which we discussed today. One is theme, and one more thing is authentication, whether user is logged or not. If user is logged, we need to provide the user details page. If not, then again we are showing the login page. Okay. Now, if you are liking this video, please subscribe. Okay, and forward to your friends. Bye everyone.